Work, nigga. Gang, B-I-B-O,
One double O,
B-I-B-O.
Big B-boy on them gang shit, you know,
big
rockin'
B-boy on them
nigga.
niggas.
Became my blunt, bitch.
You're watching the master at work.
Smoke 'em like a BK, that's GG.
Blunt.
On the range, still smoke on your OG. Tryna put a BK on TV. Gotta tell his little hoe come don't
Hey yo, what up squad? Welcome back to HOODROK Entertainment, realest, the list, dopest, most active reaction channel on YouTube. Hey, ice hockey. We're touching down in is it Canada? NHL. It is, it's Canada. So yo, we're tapping in with some ice hockey. I was meant to react to another video. I'm gonna be bringing it today that was sent in on my live stream. But I forgot. This window was already open. I was meant to react to it last night, and I don't know what happened. I must have missed it, whatever. But we're gonna jump on it now. Now this was sent in by Nova. Yo, I'm not gonna forget that name. Rest in peace to my best friend Nova. He passed away. He passed away in my arms, actually, bro. His name was Nova. So yo, I won't forget that name. But Nova SS 71 Racer. Boom, got you. Shout outs, bro. Shout outs for this. Now, bro, I'm on a journey, right? I'm on a journey to find out as much as I can about the sport. Now, growing up, I love sports, bro. I love sports. Now, I have a couple of passions, right? Sports, well, rugby league in particular. It's game day too. Hell yes, it's game day. Before we carry on, it's game day. Up the mighty bunnies. As you can see, every weekend I get out the flags. We go 100 in my house. But what was I saying? I have a few passions, bro. You know what I mean? One of them sports, the other one's music and hunting and fishing and shit. Hunting and diving particularly, you know what I mean? So I'm on a journey to find out as much as I can about ice hockey, because I do know about ice hockey, but I never watched any highlights or anything like that. And ever since that first highlight video I did, bro, I'm loving it. And I'm now convinced that ice hockey and rugby are the two most brutal contact sports on the planet. I'm now convinced, bro. You know what I mean? I've been convinced since that first video. So, I'm loving this. I got more of these videos coming up. So, yo, click up, squad up, tap him. And if you got something to smoke, bring something with you. I know it's legal over there in Canada. So, blaze with your boy. Let's get it on. Let's see what's up with this. How one violent hit snowballed into years of championship grade hockey beef between the Red Wings and Avalanche. Yo, let's see what's up, yo. Let's see what's up. Let's get it.
Up 3-2 in the 1990s.
We're just gonna start just like that. No little intro or anything. Just straight.
Up 3-2 in the 1996 Western Conference Finals. The Avalanche had a 1-0 lead with 6 minutes left in the first period. They entered the game with the simple goal of knocking the Red Wings out of the playoffs. But with this hit, Claude Lemieux altered the futures of both franchises for the next 7 years. Chris Draper crumbled to the ice, Lemieux left the rink with a game misconduct, and a powder keg got its spark.
Hold on. I gotta run it back because I didn't see any of that. I didn't see one bit of that. I'm looking for a lot of. We might be shit out of luck right here. Hold on. Hold on with this.
Up 3-2 in the 1996 Western Conference Finals. The Avalanche had a 1-0 lead with 6 minutes left in the first period. They entered the game with the simple goal of knocking the Red Wings out of the playoffs. But with this hit, Claude Lemieux altered the futures of both franchises for the next 7 years. But with this hit, they entered the game with the simple goal of knocking the Red Wings out of the playoffs. But with this hit, Claude Lemieux altered the futures of both franchises for the next 7 years. Chris Draper crumbled to the ice, Lemieux left the rink with a game misconduct, and a powder keg got its spark.
Yo, what was it with that? What was it with the hit? Was it illegal? I know it just started, but what was up with that hit? Wasn't it a legal hit? Let me know.
They entered the game with the simple goal of knocking the Red Wings out of the playoffs. But with this hit, Claude Lemieux altered the futures of both franchises for the next 7 years. Chris Draper crumbled to the ice, Lemieux left the rink with a game misconduct, and a powder keg got its spark.
Damn.
While that one hit ignited the rivalry, the beef had actually been building since before the Avalanche were even the Avalanche. Lemieux had been a thorn in Detroit's side during the finals a year before, when his Devils swept the underperforming Red Wings to win the Stanley Cup. Lemieux won the Conn Smythe Trophy, which led to a contract dispute, which led to him being traded to the newest team out west.
What?
The Quebec Nordiques had just moved to Denver and became the Colorado Avalanche after being briefly named the Rocky Mountain Extreme. Led by future Hall of Famers Joe Sakic and Peter Forsberg, they were Cup favorites and began life in Denver with a 3-2 victory over who else but the Detroit Red Wings. It was a mostly respectful affair, as both teams celebrated the return of hockey to Colorado. Detroit only lost 12 more times that season on the way to winning the President's Cup trophy. But one of those victories also directly times that season. Both teams celebrated the return of hockey to Colorado. Detroit only lost 12 more times that season on the way.
What? Only lost 12 more times that season. How many matches are in a season? I just need to know so I know how many, whether 12 is a significant number or not. Like, how many games is there in a season? If you lost 12 matches in a rugby league season, guess what? There's only 26 games in the regular season, all right? Before the finals, before the quarterfinals and, the preliminaries, all of that shit. The prelims and the quarters and shit, right? So, how many matches are there in a season of ice hockey? Let me know, bro. All right, that's significant. It's a significant. That answer, I need. Let me know. Let me know.
Way to winning the President's Cup trophy. But one of those victories also directly led to the Avalanche's future success. During an 11-1 victory at Montreal, the Wings scored 9 times on Patrick Waugh. He was finally pulled halfway through the second period, but having been kept in through that onslaught, the damage was done. Upset and with no glass behind the bench, he went straight to Canadiens president Ronald Corey to let him know he was done playing for Montreal.
Bro, what do you mean you're done? There had to have been something else going on in the background. There had to have been. Because why the hell would you go up to the owner? Why would you go up to the owner and be like, yo, I just got scored on 9 times. I'm not playing for your team no more. Unless there was something going on in the background. It's not the owner's fault that you underperformed, bro. It's not the owner's fault that you couldn't block all them attempts at goal, bro. It's not his fault. You know what I mean? Unless it is his fault. So it had to be something that's going on in the background, bro.
Ronald Corey to let him know he was done playing for Montreal. 4 days later, he was traded to Colorado. Following that opening night loss, the Red Wings beat the Avalanche 3 straight times, including a 7-0 romp on March 22nd, which led many to believe that Detroit had Waugh's number. But as they say in hockey, the regular season doesn't mean shit. They met in the Western Conference Finals, fired up the grills, and had some beef. May 19th, 1996, with the series in Detroit, the Avalanche crashed the Kid Rock-themed party.
Yo, let me just quickly say something before we carry on. The Rabbitohs, Roosters, my team's rivalry with the Roosters dates back to 1908.
I would say it's passionate. It's real passion.
We have to beat the Roosters. That's just the way it is.
It was instilled in us that we didn't like each other.
They literally hate each other and they want to get one up early.
They first played each other back in 1908.
Right, we were the first 2 rugby league teams in the world outside of England. And we're the foundation clubs for the NRL competition which we play today. We're still the only 2 foundation clubs in the competition.
First 2 games in front of a shocked crowd. The ever-eloquent Denver Post columnist Woody Page gave the Wings some bulletin board material when he said, "The Red Wings will get about half their normal oxygen at mile-high altitude, but they're already having problems breathing because it's difficult when you have your own gloves around your throat." Detroit brought the physicality to Game 3. In the first period, Slava Kozlov guided Adam Foote's face into the glass. The officials had no...
Yo, you thought you had him, bro. But he got you, G.
First period, Slava Kozlov guided Adam Foote's face into the glass.
Nice spin.
The officials had no issue with this, so the Avs took justice into their own hands. Claude Lemieux found Kozlov and said hello from behind. Each boy received a minor, and the Wings took the game 6-4.
Yo,
afterwards, as Claude and his family left the arena, Detroit's coach, Scotty Bowman, yelled at Lemieux from the Red Wings team bus. Claude stepped aboard, traded barbs, and walked away pissed off. The next morning wouldn't be better for Lemieux when it was announced the punch got him suspended for Game 4. This didn't sit well with Colorado, who believed Bowman sent tape to the league office asking for Lemieux to be suspended. Bowman denied it, the team split Games 4 and 5, then returned to Denver for Game 6 and the hit. Draper suffered broken bones to his jaw, nose, cheekbone, right eye socket, and had 5 teeth bent backwards.
That's gotta be the fucking hit of the century. Yo, I have come across some injuries playing rugby league, bro, but damn. I've played against people that had broken eye sockets. I've played against people that have had broken cheekbones, broken noses, broken jaw. But not all of that shit at one time. Are you crazy?
Jaw, nose, cheekbone, right eye socket. Draper suffered broken bones to his jaw, nose, cheekbone, right eye socket, and had 5 teeth bent backwards. Other than Steve Yzerman, none of the Detroit players saw the damage until after the game, a 4-1 Avalanche victory that knocked the Red Wings out of the playoffs. Once they did, many regretted showing Lemieux any sort of respect after the game.
I can't believe I shook this guy's friggin' hand after the game. That pisses me right off.
As for Lemieux, he was suspended and fined for the hit, but it wasn't enough for Detroit. Draper was left wondering if he'd have to take things into his own hands.
So I'm guessing the hit was illegal. Right, y'all gonna have to let me know what was illegal about the hit. You know what I mean? For future reference, for future videos, stuff like that.
Avs went on to sweep the Florida Panthers in the finals, and it really didn't help that Lemieux never apologized. The Wings vowed revenge, spent the summer stewing over the hit,
Yo, they didn't give
and
a
made
fuck.
moves to make sure that
the mans was in the hospital, my J. They don't care, bro. They just want to get theirs back. And trust me, you can apologize all you like. The apology will be accepted after you get fucked up.
they could play the bully. In the second game of the 96-97
It's contact
season,
sports for you,
Lemieux
bro.
tore a muscle that sidelined him for the first 2 Detroit matchups. They could have used him for the second time around. Martin Lapointe sent Avs defenseman Alexei Gusarov flying into the glass, briefly knocking him unconscious. This, plus a head injury to René Corbet, led Avs GM Pierre Lacroix to confront Lapointe after the game where he was heard screaming, "You're never..." Avs GM Pierre Lacroix to confront
Frustrated Wings get a bit goony and lost to Avalanche.
Front Lapointe after the game where he was heard screaming, "You're never going to win a fucking game again." Which, as far as insults go...
Yo! Bro, why the fuck is it that only in fucking rugby league and in ice hockey do you hear shit like this? Now, I've done reactions to trash talking in basketball, Larry Bird trash talking, Michael Jordan's trash talking. I've done reactions to all that shit. That ain't trash talking. It kind of is, but it ain't trash talking, bro. Like, in rugby league, I've heard shit like, bro, I'm not even going to say it on here, but I've heard some nasty shit, bro, the profanity in that. But that's pretty ruthless, bro, when you're talking about trash talk.
In a fucking game again. Which, as far as insults go, it's just a bold statement. When Lemieux finally returned against Detroit, he and Draper shared some words but kept their gloves on. The Avalanche skated away with the victory, while the Red Wings had to wait 10 days for the final regular season rematch. With police protection as a result of death threats sent his way, on March 26, 1997...
Yo! Do y'all remember when... Oh, you won't, sorry. But if any of my rugby league fans are watching, do y'all remember when Jared Hayne and the paramedic Eels got shot at? Do you remember when that crazy ass fan shot at them and sent them death threats in the mail and shit? They even had poison sent in the mail and shit. Are you kidding?
Lemieux returned to Detroit for the first time since Game 6. Near the end of the first period, the brawl began.
Boom.
Everything looked par for course until McCarty spotted Lemieux standing alone. He came up along Claude's side and caught Lemieux with a right. From there, everything erupted in a way that looked rehearsed by Detroit. It became a scene with everyone playing their part, but afterwards, McCarty said no one talked about it before the game. It just happened. Including
This is what happens, bro. This is what happens, bro, when you have a rivalry, a history. It doesn't matter. You don't need to plan none of this shit. Right? As soon as one of your team, everyone wants to be the dude to throw that punch, but they don't. Because they're not too sure. They don't want to leave the game. But as soon as someone does, bang, it ignites. Everyone that really wanted to throw their first punch starts throwing. You know what I mean? Because if the whole team's in, what the fuck are you going to do? In the whole game? Like, are you sending everyone off? Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit.
McCarty said no one talked about it before the game. It just happened. Including McCarty kneeing Lemieux in the head. As the refs focused on getting McCarty off of Lemieux, the goalies went at it in an exhaustingly impressive display of balance. The officials finally freed Lemieux, who made his way to the locker room as the crowd erupted.
They are on their feet here at Joe Louis Arena.
As for McCarty, he received a double minor for roughing. No fighting major, no game misconduct.
Because the whole fucking ice hockey culture wanted you to get fucked up. That's why not just the Red Wings team and shit, not just the Red Wings fans, but the whole fucking everyone, the management behind the things, even the commentators probably wanted your ass to get slayed. You know what I mean? Shit. The players, kids, their teachers wanted your ass to get slayed. Shit. Yo, what the fuck?
Kept on trucking.
Even I want your ass to get slayed.
It took 10 minutes for the refs to restore order. This game was already out of their control. Deadmarsh and Konstantinov dropped gloves. Look at this shit. But this game was already out of their control. Deadmarsh and Konstantinov dropped gloves. Shanahan and Foote went at it to start the second. Followed a few minutes later by Keane and Holmstrom, Ward and Severn, and 4 minutes later, Deadmarsh looked to get some revenge on McCarty.
Get back for what McCarty did to Lemieux.
Once everyone remembered there was a game going on, regulation ended with the teams tied at 5. Somehow, Darren McCarty was still in the game, so naturally, he scored the game winner in overtime. After the game, Scotty Bowman said none of this needed to happen.
Could all have been put away.
Yeah, it did.
You know, if he would have said, he's sorry.
Less than 2 months later, Colorado and Detroit had a Western Conference Finals rematch.
Had to happen.
In a tough back and forth.
And like I was going to say, it's probably going to happen again. You know what I mean? And again and again and again. That's what makes a fucking sport so great. That's what makes rivalries so great. Do you know what I mean? Come on, bro. It's a contact sport. You're going to have rivalries built on the contact rather than who won or who lost the match. Some rivalries are going to be built on hard hits. Some rivalries are going to be built on that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Fourth series, the rivalry took over in game 4.
See what I'm saying?
During a 6-0 Red Wings victory, the third period had 204 minutes of penalties, 64 of which came...
State of origin, bro. All over.
So a big stink on over on the other side of the ground. Harrigan and Bella having a go at it. Standing there, trading one. Go boys. Wallace and alive. There's a couple of blokes they like each other. Now they're in one. Wallace and alive. Now it's on. Look at Bella. Look at the eyes of Bella. Oh, fired up, big Barney.
He's lost the ball, sir. A one-on-one tackle from Hodges. And then Rose wasn't happy. They're exchanging blows over there. They're coming in the ball over the park now. Edward Jones is
State of Origin, and Rabbitohs Roosters. I can't think of anything better to compare that with.
Came in one altercation with just over 2 to play. Watching his team get beat in every way, Avs coach Mark Crawford had had enough and let Scotty Bowman hear it. Standing over the small partition between the two benches, he lay into the legend. Unfortunately, the broadcast didn't pick it up, but Adrian Dater was able to transcribe the tirade in his book, Blood Feud. It pretty much just amounts to Mark Crawford yelling at Bowman, calling him old over and over again, and then telling somebody that he's gonna f***ing kill them. You know, the usual. Crawford was fined, the Wings won the series in 6, and then swept the Flyers in the finals. With the rivalry tied at 1 Stanley Cup apiece, Colorado came into the 97-98 season looking to get back on top. Lemieux knew he needed to squash his beef with McCarty before it led to more of the same. In their first rematch of the season, they dropped gloves right after the opening face-off. While McCarty applauded Lemieux's attempt to end things on the ice, it wouldn't be enough. McCarty said,
"Nah, bro. This dude pretty much fucked for life. The rest of your career, bro. Every time you line up against these dudes, you're the dude that's gonna be throwing hands the most, bro. Like, you're gonna be looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame or like Frankenstein by the time you finish your career, my J. Like, every single scar, every broken bone is gonna be thanks to these dudes by the looks of things, bro."
While McCarty applauded Lemieux's attempt to end things on the ice, it wouldn't be enough. McCarty said after the game, "I respect Claude for doing that as a hockey player, but I still have no respect for him as a human being. He still hasn't apologized to Drapes for what he did." He added that he'd be fine if the blood feud never ended. On April 1st, the teams picked it right back up in a game that once again had 200-plus penalty minutes in the third period alone. That's where we got this beauty. Looking to gain control of the rivalry ahead of the playoffs, Wall fought his second Detroit goaltender in as many years. And despite losing the game, he skated away celebrating. But in an interview with Osgood following retirement, he revealed that this fight was a different sort of turning point.
After our fight, this is where I realized it was overboard. This is not what we were there to do. We'd simply lost our focus, to be honest with you.
For the first time in 3 years, the teams didn't meet in the playoffs. Colorado was bounced in the opening round, and Detroit's road to back-to-back cups was made just a bit easier, ending with a sweep of the Washington Capitals. The rivalry was far from over, but over the next 4 years, the focus was on winning games instead of winning fights. In 2000, they even played the first regular season game in 20 years that didn't have a single penalty. The Avalanche knocked the Red Wings out of the playoffs in 99 and 2000, then won their second Stanley Cup.
That's a big change. That's a big change.
The Avalanche knocked the Red Wings out of the playoffs in 99 and 2000, then won their second Stanley Cup in 2001. The Red Wings bounced the Avalanche a year later in a 7-game Western Conference Finals before winning the cup back. Those last years gave us Yzerman's Statue of Liberty goal on Wall, Ray Bourque getting his first cup in his final season, even a brawl that almost led to a third goalie fight had Hasek not tripped trying to get to Wall. The hatred turned into a shared respect between the teams, fan bases,
He really wanted to smoke, but yo.
Even a brawl that almost led to a third goalie fight had Hasek not tripped trying to get to Wall. The hatred turned into a shared respect between the teams, fan bases, and media. It helped that the Avs shipped Claude Lemieux back to the Devils in 1999, since he still never apologized for the Draper hit. They met and talked for the first
The Devil went back to the Devils?
time before the 2016 Avalanche Red Wings alumni game, and the past was left alone. Even the pair that combined to spark it all had moved on to just appreciate it for what it was. Two teams made up of some of the most talented hockey players in the world. Just appreciate it for what it was. Two teams made up of some of the most talented hockey players in the world, pushing each other to be better. The beef was special and the hatred was real, making it one of the most unforgettable hockey rivalries of all time.
Damn.
Thanks for watching Beef History. I couldn't have made this video without Adrian Dater's book, Blood Feud. It's incredible. It chronicles the entire rivalry. There's so much in there that I couldn't even fit into this video. So
Facts. Same as a movie.
Check it out. It's worth a read.
Same as a movie. Movies based on books can never get the whole book in the movie, bro. Otherwise it'd be fucking 400 hours. Yo, that was a cool video, bro. That was a cool video, bro. Shout out to homie for sending this in. Wow, bro. Like I said, just reminds me of, yo, y'all saw the clips. You saw the clips. But hey, run the numbers up on this, bro. Keep sending in these ice hockey videos. I need to learn as much as I can about this shit because I'm loving this shit, bro. I love this shit. Like I said, this is why I add little clips sometimes, bro, because this is the stuff that I've had to deal with for 26 years of playing rugby league, bro. You know what I mean? Some of the same aspects involved in this sport here we deal with. So I love this shit, bro. I mix with it heavy. So hey, keep sending them in, bro. Mad love to the squad. I appreciate all the support. Pick up squad, I'll tap and share the video if you like too, bro. Stay safe, stay dangerous. We out. Peace.